All right, guys, so I got a lot of customers ask me, can I use this by myself? One person, two person, what's the deal? Yes, you can, okay? So if I'm using this for someone else, so imagine, you know, my fiance gets in here, anyone gets in here, just close the door, okay? Okay, so if I'm going to operate this for someone else, you know, have them go inside, go ahead and shut the door. Okay, then you'd go over here. Very simple, okay? Make sure that the timer sets it on. Sometimes the screen will show up because the timer sets it off. Make sure it's on. And then very simple, right? Do on off. This gets the pressure going. Turn on the oxygen, air purifier, and ion. And then I would do the dehumidify. And if it gets really hot, right, you can also do the refrigerate button. Basically, these are two internal fans inside. So you're able to either have one or two, but dehumidify is always going to be one of them, okay? And then inside is where the pressure is being controlled. So your ATA is controlled from the inside. We're working on a way to make it controlled from the outside too, but it's controlled on the inside. So, you know, you shut the door, you want to make sure that the valves are closed all the way before getting in the chamber. If it's not closed, it's not going to be able to pressurize, okay? You're able to speak with your patients inside if they need to, right? If anything happens, and whenever they're ready to get out, you know, if they don't have the means of doing this by themselves, simply turn everything off. I would slowly open up the valve. I wouldn't blast it all the way because the pressure, depressurizing, you're gonna feel in your ears. For the purpose of example, I'm gonna open it all the way. And then once this reaches 0, and once you feel there's no more air coming, you can open the door very easily, okay? So that is how you operate it for someone else. Now, if you're operating it for yourself, here's what you do, okay? So if you're doing this by yourself, you're gonna get in your chamber, you're gonna sit down. I'm gonna take this, hold up. You are going to close this, okay? And then here we have a bunch of different controls, okay? So what you can do here is obviously lights. I'm gonna turn it on though. I also wanna make sure that my ATA is set to what I want. So right now, off is 2.0. Let's do 1.3, right? Why not? Start small. Make sure that your valves are closed, not opened. And now you're gonna wanna turn on this, the pressure, turn on oxygen, air purifier, and ion, dehumidifier. And now you can just relax, okay? So, oh God, I love this chamber. So me, I'm 5'11". I can lean back all the way, but I will admit my feet are touching the glass, but that's fine, you know? I can comfortably though extend my legs and, you know, I don't feel at all squished. I feel very spacious, there's lots of space. So again, I'm 5'11", 185 pounds, so I'm not the smallest guy, not the biggest guy. I'd say if you're still 6 foot, 6'1", you're able to have this chamber. I mean, I right now have a bunch of space for my feet, right? Like I can't even touch it even if I extend all the way. So you can set up computer here, you know, watch a movie if you want also. And if you got it, that is the red light function, right? This is near infrared red light, so it doesn't get hot while using this. This also aluminum, this aluminum, all the aluminums, handles, this is made from the same factory that makes aluminum on the back of iPhones, on the back of studio displays, just Apple products. So you're getting an Apple quality product here. Super cool. So you can go ahead and just turn this on, right? Adjust this however you like, right? And then you're getting therapy. You're getting red light therapy while doing hyperbarics. Turn this off, super, super cool, right? So I can literally extend, go down, go ahead and adjust my red lights, and boom, we're in action, right? So super cool chamber, and as you can see, it's pressurizing. So, you know, there's a reason why this is the hottest chamber in the market right now, okay? There's nothing like it, truthfully. I'm not just saying that. I've been around hyperbarics for a while. There's nothing like it. So this is an emergency pressure relief valve. So if for whatever reason this isn't working, you can just click this and it'll release air, right? Emergency pressure relief valve. But other than that, you got your stats over here. You got your metrics of percentage of oxygen, the temperature in the chamber, and the humidity percentage, right? So if it's getting too hot, I just hit the refrigerate. And in the back here, there's typically a fan, right? This is not completely produced yet, not completely finished production, but you would have a fan there. So yeah, guys, that's it. So once you're ready to get out of the chamber, all you do first, turn off everything and open the valve. I'm gonna close it really quick. You wanna control the pace that the air is being released, right? Based on your ears and how you feel, right? If you're able to handle more depressurization, open it up more. If not, it's okay. Another note I wanna make is once you reach your ACA that you have selected, okay, you're gonna hear that air is coming out. The reason being is that your chamber's still pressurizing, but it's never going to keep pressurizing past the point of what you selected. So 1.3 ATA, we have selected right now, it's gonna keep pressurizing, but it's not going to go in the chamber. Instead, it's going to release so that we maintain at 1.3 ATA. All right, guys, let me open this up and get out of here. So once this reaches 0, and once you hear no more air coming out, you can simply bring this up and get out.